Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, April the 28th. It's good to have you with us today. And I've got a very, very good friend sitting right next to me, MARIE ROBERTSON from Dancearts. Always a pleasure to see you,
It's
Marie.
always good to be here.
Dancearts is a wonderful organization. And how many kids are you teaching to dance right now?
Probably about 300 to 400.
300 to 400 kids, and you've got so much patience. And
Do
so
I?
much. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do, but I have adults too. I have a lot of
Right,
adults too.
right.
So yes.
Yeah, when I think about adults, Tom Gray, who was our general manager for 27 years out of KOMU, passed away recently. But
he and Susan.
He and Susan took your adult dance class, and they came on Pepper and Friends and
We did
a
that
dance.
just for them. It wasn't even a class. We just.
Oh, that was just for them.
That was like a birthday present to Tom. We gave him, Maggie and I gave him tap shoes, and then that said also with the tap shoes come lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they danced on Pepper and Friends, and that was one of the highlights of the show all this time. But and he'll be missed.
He will
was a
be.
Good man.
He will be. He will
But
be.
you're here today to tell us about registration for classes, right?
Right. Well, we're registering now for summer classes. You can register now. Summer classes start May 30th, and then they go for 6 weeks. But you know how we always used to do this 3-week intensive,
The intensive dance camp.
the dance camp, yes.
Right. You're not doing that.
We're doing it differently. We're doing it, it's still 3 weeks, 9 to 5, but all of them are not related. So in other words, not working on a dance, we're working on specifically just technique. So we're going to have different, you can still have your different technique classes, you know, ballet, tap, modern, jazz, musical theater, hip hop, lyrical, break house, stuff like, we'll have that every
You're doing
day.
all those different types of dances?
We do that before, but I mean, this way you can sign up for either 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, and we're bringing in different teachers.
Okay.
So, and we're not working on dances, we're working on technique, maybe some dance combinations, but basically to get your technique.
So when you say technique, you mean the way you do your performance?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not necessarily performance, it's like how you take a class.
How you handle yourself.
And
Okay.
doing it just so that you have the right form. You can work on turns, you can work on flexibility, but everything, you know, or picking up quicker, you know, everything is it's on the technique. Everything is based totally on the technique. And that
how you hold yourself.
Yes.
All right. So if people want more information on this, what do they do and where do they go?
They can just call Dancearts, or they can go to our website, danceartsofcolumbia.com, or
Okay.
you can call, and we have the brochures out now. We can mail you the brochure. You can stop and pick it up.
Okay.
And it gives all the, you know, if early registration gets a discount,
The whole thing.
different things. Yep.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
All right, Marie Robertson. Her and her twin sister, two nicer people you couldn't find anywhere. And your daughter Marissa, too.
Thank you.
All right. Right. We love you, Marie.
Love you, too.
Now, stay where you are, because this is kind of a sad day for us, because we're turning to two people who have been a part of our community for several years now.
4 years.
It's 4 years, the Salvation Army, and we have two majors with us. I always refer to as Major. We have Major Beth Trimmell and Major Richard Trimmell. Good to have you here.
Good to be
Why don't
here.
you get
Thank
two
you.
majors on their title?
Right.
But you guys have been part of the Salvation Army in Columbia for 4 years. You are retiring, and you're going where?
We're moving to the Omaha area,
Yeah?
and we have children who live there, so.
So how does it feel? You've been part of the Salvation Army for how many years?
32. 32 years.
32 years. How does it
Right.
feel that you're calling it quits now?
Well, I think it really doesn't settle on you until about the last year, and all of a sudden you realize, that your retirement is there. So I think the one thing for us is we've been doing this a long time, and the fire still burns. We still have that urgency and that desire to do the work, but there comes a point where you just cannot put in the hours that
Right, you have to
before.
slow down a little bit.
And you have to slow down, and so we'll still be very active in the work that we do, but it's just like turning a page, and it'll just be a whole different approach. And in our retirement, we'll still be very active, but have a little more freedom to say, I just can't do it at this pace anymore.
But you know what happens when you retire? Because I'm retired now. But what happens when you retire, you realize, how did I ever have time to work 40 hours a week?
Yeah.
You say, no way. There's no way I could ever do everything that I was doing now that I'm retired when I was working.
Right.
You don't know where the time comes from.
Yeah.
But when you look back over your 4 years in Columbia, what stands out as one of your happiest times, your proudest achievements here?
Well, I think we've had a lot of success in some of the staffing interactions and things that we've done along that line. We're very, very pleased with the staff that we now have at the shelter, and I think we feel really good about that. And then we're right on the verge now of finishing a strategic plan. And unfortunately for us, we're retiring, but a lot of those dreams that we've developed over the last 4 years will go into this strategic plan where we can set our goals and everything for the future. So we feel like our 4 years here, having the years that we've had, has given us a good underpinning, and we are well able to take that strategic plan and say, okay, this is where we need to go now. We're going to be stepping aside, but here are some good things that we see can happen here in the Salvation Army.
Now, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the infrastructure, we've really solidified what we're doing, and our motto is doing the most good. And I think that we have accomplished that.
And you feel comfortable.
Really good about that.
You
And
feel
then also we have a program that we started called Almost Home and Almost Home Essentials. And we have household goods, new household goods that we provide for people who have been homeless, who find housing and jobs, who don't otherwise have anything, because often they don't have anything. And so we're able through this program to provide them with most of the household goods that they need. Not furniture, but new bedspreads, new towels, everything matches. We find out what color they like, and we set them up beautifully. And so that's a great program, and we love that.
People want to help out with the Salvation Army, they can either drop by, they can make a donation online, or they can come by in person. And Major Beth and Major Richard Trimmell, we wish you the very best of luck. It has been a real joy knowing both of you and having you on from time to time. I wish you continued success with your new life as you turn the page. All right?
Thank you very much.
All right. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
We're out of time for today. We'll see you tomorrow with the Youth Empowerment Zone. Have yourself a good morning.